Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we, for the most part, completed the Supermax island up the north here and managed to transfer one prisoner over. Brendan Coggins, age 31, prisoner number 7273432. Don't worry, cause I'm gonna fix you up, apparently. 149 years for multiple crimes with a lot of murder in there. And they are now in, as I said, the new facility. So what we need to do in this episode is transfer more people over and pretty much finish this off, because as you can see, there are several cells that are currently without anything in them. So we will sort that one out in due course. Let's go ahead and check out, for a start, a couple of things. I want to make sure that we actually set that to shared, because it should be shared, as people did point out, but I will make sure it is set to access only, as is the one down there, because we might as well. We also want to say probably that one access only, because they have to go through it. That's all fine, the rest is done, that's fine. In terms of patrols, we have 2 armed guards, 2 standard guards, and a canine unit that walk around here, and obviously also stationed around this area, and that should be about right. We also have them set up in this canteen as well, and also one in the common room, so pretty much patrolled as much as we possibly can, so I think that is fine. We had a problem in the previous episode with food distribution, and it was a bit of an issue. And what's also an issue is, as you can see, we don't have anyone wandering around in here. And when I say wandering around, I mean actually patrolling, and I'm guessing that's simply because they're waiting to go from the boat one side to the other. Obviously, the point of contention, this ferry crossing, it being, you know, a bit of an inefficient way of doing things. And oh, Prisoner Coggins has been kicking off there. You can see they've just fought. If we check out what they've just been through, a destruction and then attacked staff. So it looks like they've smashed through the shower head and the drain, hence the water not going away there. But they were tased, and they're probably going to be now healed up. Let's just see if any of that actually happens. They're going to be searched, because that is the standard procedure. If you break any of these things, I believe we have set up the policy so that, yes, you will be searched. Let me check that out. And yes, you can see they're searched, and then their cell is also searched, but not changed in this sec, because they're already at max sec. Anyway, that is fine, so we'll have to wait for them to sort that one out. They're going to be escorted over to the solitary cells. We don't have anyone patrolling in the solitary. I don't think we necessarily need anyone, although that may change. But anyway, let's go down, and we will start to transfer some prisoners, probably at night. As soon as it goes after the eat time there, we will transfer them then, because at least they're back in the cells and we can see where they are. In terms of capacity, we have 13 supermax capacity, and currently 1 person in it, so we can transfer 12 prisoners in total, which should hopefully be a decent amount there. Let's just wait for them to be back into their cells. It looks to be about right. We're going to go over to intelligence, and then the informants. And I'm going to go through and check out all of these legendary prisoners. Now, some of them are legendary, but only have like 3 traits. I'm going to go for people who have more traits first. So, for example, this person here, Matt Sadler, and we can see that their character is legendary, strong, volatile, extremely deadly, extremely quick, and a skilled fighter. So we'll change those over to Supermax, and we can see the colour changes there. Same for Scott Cadwell here, as well as over here, Christopher Clark. Just double checking, yep, that is fine. At least the text has changed, so it's quite easy to see which ones you've moved over. And then there's a couple more in here. They're going over to Supermax, and that's about right for now. So we can see that that's a total of 5 Supermax prisoners, so we might as well just keep doing this. So 5, 6, 7, just double check, yeah, that's fine. 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. That's 1 more capacity, and there we go. There's that set. I'm also going to head and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more staff. I will hire another dog handler, and probably, do I want more armed guards? I think more armed guards, yes, because of the way they have to travel and such. I think that's probably going to be worth it. And, oh, there we go. There's all of those prisoners being escorted across here to the new island. Excellent. Okay, that is all fine. Sadly, there was a bit of a problem with all the gates and stuff. I know there was people really wanting those gates because they look cool, but we've seen them go across here, and it just wasn't a nice look. Also, I mean, I know I could put them off to one side, but it's just, nah, we're not going to bother with that. And, oh, there you go. Everybody immediately, as soon as it wakes up, they wake up in shower time, they actually don't use the showers. We could actually change that, couldn't we? We could probably change the regime for maximum security if we wanted to, but I think that keeping them as the same regime is pretty much fine. So obviously keeping an eye out on all of these. We're also receiving some more prisoners there. You can see them, they are going into here, they are playing some pool, going in here, sitting down, lots of food there, looks like it is being prepared. I did assign people to this kitchen. Let me just double check the logistics of that one. You can see that the prison labour is, nope, that's not right. It would be food distribution, that is actually fine. So where is it? Deployment, there we go. It would be cooks. So we've assigned 6 cooks to that, and I'm not actually seeing any of them. 1, 2, hang on, how many do we have? Let me just check that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10, 16 is what we need, and we have 16. So where are they? They're actually going across this. Hang on. They went across, and then they came back. And now they're going across again. And some of them are not getting off. Okay. That is a new one. That is worrying. I'm going to hire 1, 2, 3, 4 more cooks because we need to overdo the staffing, I think. I could possibly change it up, but left to its own devices, we've seen what problems what we encounter there. Anyway, I'm going to check a quick cursory look around for anyone that may be in danger. It's actually very difficult to see. Got a couple of cop killers in here. I see a cursory once over. A couple of unknown, well, an unknown trait there. This guy has full coverage, apparently. So what I'm going to do is activate them. And what will happen, because they're a confidential informant, they will be escorted. Actually, they're actually going into the security room. And, aha. We can see that. What's that there? Something's been... so there's a mobile phone in that kitchen. We can see stuff's been arranged to be thrown in. But there's no targeting on anybody. So that's the main one we were focused on, to make sure nobody was being targeted. Right, that's fine. So I think we will carry on. And is this all getting cooked? Yeah, this is all getting cooked. That's fine. Food over here. I know we had that problem with the food, and people did say about them experiencing the same bug and just to reload, and that's pretty much what we did. But there you are. Anyway, let's go ahead and make the rest of the cells. We might as well do that. The clone tool is probably something I'm going to avoid, simply because if we do that, it will clone the lights, and I don't particularly want to place them and then remove them. Anyway, for the old bed, because that's the one we are using, we will go ahead and place all of these in. We'll unpause it and let them crack on with all of that. And these ones are obviously mirrored, so how do I want to do this? Do I just want to rotate it to that side? I guess if it was a full mirror, it would be on this side, wouldn't it? Actually, let's see what it would be like. Clone, that there, rotated, will be like that. So the bed and the shower are on the right-hand side. Fine, that's okay with me. So place them there. In reality, it doesn't matter. Toilet on the opposite side. Like so. I just have a habit of pausing it there when I'm doing this. Followed by the drains. And this will be this thing pretty much sorted. We will probably, perhaps-ish maybe, put in some more items in the common room. But I haven't yet decided. It'll really depend on the needs of the prisoners. In terms of the doors as well, I know there's some call to change these to be like red doors, but didn't end up bothering really. Looking down there, seems to be that this is functioning. In terms of temperature, that's all fine apart from the 1 degree C, but that's outside, so that is sort of to be expected anyway. I'm going to do a shakedown, but only in max sec. Actually, no. Supermax. And I do think this is a very powerful addition to the game where you can select the types of shakedown you're going to do and where you do them. That's really cool, I think. I don't know why you want to just search staff only, but at least we have the option to. It's better to have the option and not use it than not have the option at all. And there we go. So a bit of yard time. Might as well stop all that searching now. There's no real need for it. No real dramas going in and around here. That's fine. No prisoners arriving. In terms of programs, Foundation Education is on the go. Alcoholics Group on the go. Bit of parole. Spiritual Guidance with only 6% passed. I mean, I'm just going to stop one of those. I mean, it's not even running anyway because of the work stuff anywhere. So we might actually maybe fire those off. Yeah. Kitchen Safety and Hygiene, we've got some people interested. Same for the Workshop Safety, but we're not running either of those. Behavioural Therapy, 22 in the queue, but of all the people who've done it, none have passed, so it's just a waste of cash, I think. And Pharmacological Treatment to Drug Addiction, 4 in the queue, we will start that. And Guard Taser Certification, we'll probably run that later on. Only a 76% pass rate. Either we have quite incompetent guards, or our standards are quite high. Could be both. Or it could also have been the fact that the prisoners, the guards were literally starving at one point. So it could be that too. Anyway, speaking of starving, these guys are not starving, which is good. You can see there is a lot of need for prisoner uniforms, but I'm not seeing any uniforms being brought over. To do move laundry basket is actually red. I want to know whose job that is. Jobs. Why is move laundry basket set queued to a person? Move prisoner uniform to laundry is queued. From... Look at that, move laundry basket. Loads of queued for not staff. Why is that? That is staff only. I'm going to put it shared. Then staff only. But that's... yeah. That's a problem. Needs. Clothing. No, there's not much of a need. There's some medium and some critical, but the critical is just over 10. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the deal is there. And I just saw someone go in here. Laundry machine is on the go, and the janitors are now doing that. Okay. That's fine. We do have 12 janitors, so... So, prisoners will settle down about their work times. That's fine. We're going to go back over to our regime, over to work/free time, and we'll set this up as before, like so. We'll go ahead and programs, reschedule all programs. That'll now run. We have enough in spiritual guidance. That's fine. So, yeah, that's working out pretty well. There's enough food in here, and there's enough stuff around here. That is fine. Now the question is, let's check. Transfers. Ah, doesn't matter. It looks like none of these guys can transfer. It's only medium, maximum. Oh no, supermax is there. Total prisoners motivated to qualify, 5. So some prisoners are motivated to come back to here. Now that's interesting, because originally we set up the supermax to house legendary and very violent prisoners, dangerous prisoners, but they're actually wanting to transfer down. Now whether or not that will give them the motivation to stay there Or whether they'll go there and then misbehave again, I don't know. But we'll see. There is a very pissed off armed guard. Exhausted, tired. Right, why don't they go and have a rest then? We do have the staff room here. And it is alright. Staff morale 87% and going down. 12 staff have serious complaints. Let's have a quick look then. Staff. It's in needs and staff needs. Okay, I think it's just they need some rest. Right. Staff category. Armed guard. Oh yeah. Wow. There really is a need to rest, isn't there? Right. That might be... See, that guy's pissed off as well. Exhausted. Lopez there. I mean, I don't know why they haven't gone over. And you really don't want a pissed off armed guard. Anyway, shakedown, all sectors. Because we haven't done shakedown around here for quite some time. It seems to be this boat here, this boat dock, is still bringing in... Or people are still leaving on that boat dock from the visitor booth, which is a shame, but there's nothing I can really do about that. I don't think I need another sniper. 2 snipers would be ideal, but money is something I want to try and increase. There is a bit of fighting here. We can see that. Oh! That is a guard has been killed. Why is that? Legendary and volatile. That's all. They're just volatile? Wow, okay. And that will also piss the guards off as well. 20 staff have died on duty. And staff are not paid enough. Okay. Pay rise by 10%. I think 20% pay rise, actually. It's going to obviously affect our funds, but I think it's worth it. And staff morale is increasing, which is to be expected. And also, lots of laundry getting handed out as well. Okay, pretty good. Danger level increased there slightly, but I think it's just because of the time of day and everyone getting searched. Let's just, speaking of that, stop that search. And here we go. We now have people fighting. Free fire's going on for supermax only. And that's Coggins again, who I think they were focusing on the dog. Right, shakedown, stop. Because I actually did all instead of that. Free fire is on for supermax only. And they've just stopped dead. What are they doing? Stop all. Okay, they're patrolling, but they're trying to go past one another. Oh, dearie me. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. That's just the game. Oh, there we go. There we go. There was a bit of a standoff. And that guard dog is not being seen to. Doctor, please attend to the guard dog. No, don't look at... I know you're a doctor and not a vet, but surely there's something you can do here. I wonder how many people I've got assigned, actually. Let's have a quick look. Doctors. 2 assigned and 4 assigned. And how many do we have? 6. I'm going to hire 2 more because that's a bit too much. Looks like some more injured people coming back. Yes, the dog is unconscious and still there. But it does still have a owner. There we go. They've managed to. Dog handler's come along. Got Hunter. And is now going back to... I'm guessing the kennel. Yeah. Right, so that is fine. We just need to put in some plumbing and we're good to go for more transfers. So, small pipe, quick, easy build there. Everything is powered up. So I think we could probably start to transfer. We have 13 supermax. Capacity is 28. And also a prisoner there that is potential CI. So we will recruit this informant. Daniel Thomas the Booty, Lemick, prisoner number 2402456. Recent misconduct is pretty much everything. destruction, escape attempt, attack prisoner, attack staff, murder, found weapons, found luxuries. They failed parole hearing twice. I wonder why. So yeah, that was a thing. Right, let me go ahead and start to transfer some of these prisoners. Actually, I think it's going to be... Is it going to be easy to transfer them at night again? I think it probably would be. I'm going to check out grading. Reoffending rate 8%. 47 prisoners have been released. Punishment over halfway at 6. Reform low at 1. We expected that. Security middling at 0. And health is at -2. Overall capacity 119. Prison value is 430,000 with not much profit. 20 staff fatalities sadly and 27 deaths in custody. 2% reoffended that were paroled early out of the 40 and no prisoners executed because we haven't got any of that here. However, that's something that we do have to focus on. So, let's, now this is getting pretty much finished off, let's turn our attention and start thinking about this. This is, or will become, our death row. So, what do we need for death row? Well, obviously we need cells. We're not going to have many of them. I'm guesstimating 6, but even then that's probably too many. We'll need, because they don't leave, we'll need a... We don't need a canteen, because food will be transferred over to them. Let me just double check. Supermax, criminally insane. Ah, we haven't actually unlocked it. We should probably go ahead and get legal. Let's start researching that. So we'll need the cells. We'll need probably... There's a cog in there. Coggins, now a confidential informant. Yes, we'll need the cells. We'll need, obviously, the death row facility itself. Going to do a tunnel search here. We will need a way to get across to the island and back. Now, the original intention was to have a helicopter, and that's what we're going to have. We're going to have a helicopter, and that's the only thing that that will do. It'll do two things, actually. It'll bring in the prisoners, and it will bring in any emergency services that we need. It's not going to be used for anything else other than those two things. The normal way to get across will be via a ferry, which will probably go down here and across to the island, because I'm going to probably make the island a bit bigger than this. So yeah, something like that. But we'll see what happens once we obviously get everything unlocked as well. Overall, pretty good though. Apparently a tunnel there. I think we're going to go with it's a fake. Food seems to be working now. No danger level. Well, it's low. There is Paul Balthazar with no reputation, no traits. Okay, that's fine. That's good. This seems to be working quite well now. Obviously, phone taps in. All these prisoners are eating. I didn't actually transfer the people over. I was too busy nattering about this and other such things. Legal's almost finished. Let's go over to staff. And once it's finished, like that, we will hire ourselves a lawyer. Like so. There, say requires office. We'll put an office in. There we are. And we'll also now go for death row. We've got permanent punishments that we can unlock. Don't think we're going to bother with that one. No bank loan. And we own 80% of our prison. I could sell some shares. I'm going to sell some shares and get offshore tax haven. 50 grand, big outlay, but it does allow us to basically get more money over time anyway. So the sooner you get that, the better. It says 10 visitors in 10 groups. And there's that visitor boat going at the place where it shouldn't be, but, you know, we've got that set up. Pretty sure there's nothing we can do about that. Let me just double check logistics. And that's set up. I could possibly remove that from the... I could possibly remove that from the connections, but let's be honest, it's working. don't don't try to fix what ain't broke, as they say. So there you are. So death rows, we're working on that. So we want to expand this then. So the facility will come down here, and then maybe bulge out at this side. Probably. Let's go over to our flooring, landscaping, and we'll say sand, and let's just start to build a little bit around here where it sort of just comes out like that. And the facility will come down and around here and across this bit. Just square the nose off a little bit on here. Like so. And it doesn't need to be a large facility at all. A large island. So just... Oh. And there's prisoner Sexton there. And what's going on there? Wow. That's a fire. No, that is subsidence. Wow. I mean, to be fair, we did terraform the land, didn't we? So we should have paid that contractor a bit more. Okay, over to Wall Rusty. And we'll put this back in. Bit of flooring in there. Oh, can't be placed. We have to remove the other stuff first. There's that in. And... Ah! Don't say the foundation. Is the foundation broke? It is. Yeah. That should be fine though. Once the foundation's in, we'll fix that up. Good and proper. Just waiting for them to do that. Okay, right. While it's night time though, let's start transferring these prisoners. So, Dan Wagstaff, Ian Ward, Jaden Cryptic, Furl. We have Sexton, supermax anywhere. Technically, Captain Wheelchair here. Adam Wintzel. And, yeah, I mean, you've got some traits like, you know, legendary prisoner, Storkle and Fearless. Wouldn't really class them as legendary. Especially when you've got, like, other ones, like volatile, extremely quick. Extremely deadly and extremely quick is a lot more of a legendary status than Storkle and Fearless. In fact, if we look around, we could probably find those traits on a non-legendary prisoner. See if we can find them. Storkle, no. Cop killer. Extremely deadly, extremely quick. Yeah. And there you go, legendary volatile. That's... Apparently he's legendary. Well, if it says legendary, we're transferring them over. That's the sort of rule at this stage. So we can at least get 10 more prisoners. So there's that. Looks like they have not finished that. Let me prioritise the working of that. This one says make sure it's indoors, although for some reason it ain't. Ah, because of that. Right, okay, okay. So let's just place that across there. We'll focus that down. And there's there's loads of different bits here. Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to come across and do that. There's the prisoner intake. Let's go ahead and see. Lots of unknown traits. Alright. We'll have to activate some CIs for that one. There are no prisoners assigned to eat that canteen. Correct, there are not. But it should be staff only. Over to flooring. Wooden. Place that there. Back over to canteen here. That's all set as canteen. But, deployment. Staff only. Staff only. Whoa. What is going on here? Ryan Fellows has decided to attack one of their fellow inmates and is now trying to smash through the visitor booth. A couple of guard responses there. Free fire on all because, oh, they're getting through to here. They are trying to escape. They are trying to escape. A couple of guards coming in the top here. A couple of tasers that didn't work out. We'll use this nightstick here. And there we are. Turn off guard response. Right. Interesting. How are we doing over here? Still waiting for them to build this. Canteen. Sorry, kitchen. Because I think I set that to canteen instead. Kitchen. And remove that. And there we go. That's now set. Probably a bit of flooring to be placed as well. Yeah, technically under the fridge is where you can't see it, but we'll place it nonetheless. Okay, over to intelligence informants, and we will activate Dan here, who obviously will have a little bit of suspicion, but it's not a big problem. A lot of unknown traits that we've recently seen, and there we go. So, a lot of these ones have just lit up. We can see that we have no one getting targeted, which is good news. So that's all fine. We will then deactivate Dan. Bit more fighting up the top here. Dan Thomas. Lemich, actually. For some reason, they really like smashing up these showers. Going to double check, actually, in logistics and supermax grading. Supermax grading is 65. Max sec is 112, I believe. 113? Yeah, it's 111. Okay. So it's... Yeah, supermax is... Well, it's just over half the grading that this one is. So if I check over to the transfer list, you can see 5 prisoners. 28% of them, in fact, are motivated to qualify. Interesting. Anyway, it looks like we do have death row, which is good. Let's go ahead and check out what it says in prisoners, new, intake, death row. List of all categories you can deliver, yes. It's not going to tell us about it. Death row. Inmates require a specially designed death row cell before they're able to be transferred into your prison. Death row intake also a lot of slower than regular intake and won't always get increased in the death row pool. These inmates are few and far between. That is correct. We haven't enabled criminally insane. We're not going to do it. It also allows us to bring in 1 legendary prisoner. I could do that. We have the capacity for it. I'll turn it on. We'll see what we get. It could be all manner of problems for us, but we'll try it. Right, let's go ahead. Planning. Walls. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Just going to go around the island, roughly, and see what we can build here. That's a rough idea. So we'll need an entranceway with a security room. There is said room. We need an area for them to... Actually, we need an area for them to land, don't we? What I'll do, I'll remove that. And we'll have a helicopter pad here. I'll have to alter this land a little bit, but it shouldn't be a problem. And then... This is a bit... I don't really like the way that's laid out. So we'll do that instead. So helicopter pad around here. We want cells. Probably along here. I mean, these are far too large for... Well, there's actually far too numerous, really, for what we're trying to accomplish. What's the size of it? 5 by 6. So will certainly be the most luxurious cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ideally 6. Like that. So I'll expand up here a tiny bit. And then this bit. This is the main corridor down the centre. Would much prefer it to be wider. We could probably go back a little bit, but I don't think we need to. I think that should be fine. We need, obviously, the main room where everything occurs. Oh, it's just occurred to me, actually, that we'll need connections between... Well, I know we're going to have to need connections between the islands, but if you do go down that route, you need... Essentially, you need a death row appeals, so we need to bring people in from the mainland, and we also need, if you've got a chair, you need people in there as well, witnesses essentially. So it could be these. Okay, but I think that's all of the rooms that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did say about that, so that's fine. Over to our flooring. Landscaping, sand. Sand's going to go along like that. And I'll put some water shallow. It's actually shallow water anywhere. More sand just to, as I said, give us an option for the ferry and for the helicopter. And the rest I don't think we need to alter. It's taking time to do that. Looks like Coggins is there. I was going to say they're there again, but they might have been there from the start for all I know. You know, that could be the same one. And what's going on there? I need tasers going off, but I can't rightly see where it's coming from. Anyway. They're going ahead to build all of this. That should be fine. Back over to flooring with terraforming. Terraforming. It's landscaping. Call it terraforming. The effect is the same. And that's now in. From this side, we'll do that. And that. And I think we will... Let's see. Objects. Helipad. Helipad will fit in. But the boat dock won't. So we'll disassemble 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put the helipad and the other thing in there. They might trap themselves over here. Let's double check. Objects going down. Helipad. Helipad can go there. Yep. That'll immediately get placed because it's just magical, I think. Over to flooring. Landscaping once again. Sand. Like that. And it's going to be directly opposite this bit here. We'll do that. And that should be about right. Dismantle that. And will this fit in? Helipad's now in. Clear all connections, but I'll double check that in the logistics. Transport, everything gets turned off apart from death row. Everything else is off. No delivery set. That is fine. That's what we wanted. Landscape again. Just a bit of sand there. I'm also going to go for water shallow. Around here because it should be. Look a bit better, that's all. And that's a bit better. Right. That seems to be set. And then around this part too. But we should now have... Where is it? Objects. Ferry dock. I'll have to go there. So I'll have to dismantle all of these. Right, so we'll do that. Let's set that to dismantle. Get rid of all of those. And I think we will leave it there. We have an overdose, which has actually been treated. They have an unknown trait. No, they don't have an unknown trait. They actually don't have a name. They're a question mark, question mark, question mark, unknown, question mark, question mark, question mark. No one knows who unknown is, hence his name. What we do know is he's been assigned a number, 6422556, and he's in here for torture, assaulting an officer, false imprisonment, assault, and he's served 1 year for drunken disorderly, 5 years for kidnapping, and 4 years for violent disorder. There you are. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we'll get this placed in. We'll probably build this building, and we will crack on with the building of Death Row. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the video and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.